when every at-bat, every pitch is crucial, and a big one starting tonight in Lexington.
Will attack the bottom half of the zone. Velocity is going to sit in the mid-60s. It's going to be so important for La Catena today to work ahead in the count. Tennessee can take.
Catena with that 9-3 record. And that ball is ripped to center field and chased down for out number one. Wildcat defense, Lorsing at third, Koffel at short, Tobias at second, Miko Harrison at first. She's only thrown 2 balls to the first 2 hitters. 60-mile-an-hour winds here. But blowing from right to left, and that ball, just a really nice piece of hitting right there by Boutte, who slaps it into center field for the ball.
Needs to finish these at bats off. Can't nibble a little bit too much, which is what she did with her inside the box.
And got her swinging. Really nice pitch from La Catena.
That's a nightmare for opposing teams. Has the velocity that sits in the mid-60s, but Rogers has
with that 434 average. And she lays down a beautiful bunt, and that's a great defensive play, but not in time.
What?
Margaret Tobias and Riley Smith trying to set things at the bottom for the in. And Nesby's going to get her over to second. That one's nicely done there by Pooney.
Was she really liked the way that Bellarmine went after Aaron Koffel during their midweek game on Wednesday?
Just about got her on the elbow, but inside. And so Kentucky now with Owen in the early part of the season. And about midway through, right about the time.
Challenge the rest of her order to try and come up with RBI chances.
Boy, and credit Rogers. She just kept pounding the inside part of the plate.
Sullivan, you could tell by the swing, decided before she even got in the box that she was going after the first.
Now settling in. And got her swinging. So for the Cats, they get a hit. They leave 2 aboard. You know, there's a lot of day you're leaving out there.
I'll tell you, the fans certainly showed up early.
They did. And that 3-2 pitch stayed upstairs. Who's down in the first base box.
To manage the innings of Ashley Rogers.
Katsoyanopoulos goes down swinging. Second strikeout for Locke stands in. Runner goes. Kowalik's throw off to the far side of the bag, and that ball is lifted to short right field. Wynn's got a hold of that one. It goes over into foul territory. Tag at second, and that is on line. And that, thanks to Ebbs. Taylor Ebbs got it and threw a strike to third. For Ebbs. And got her on the fist again. Boy, the Rogers location has been really good. You also
use her this season.
Once again, weakly grounded. And that one, as Margaret Tobias has even the count at 2-2. West, you'll see her shading her eyes. And there's a called strike. And the inning's over. Rogers gives the Cats nothing again.
Ability to get back in shape, game shape. It is so hard to pick back up hitting when you've been out of.
I know she takes an awful lot of BP, and there's a swinging strike. And that one is the third.
La Catena really attacking the top of the strike zone against Allen, because Allen typically more of a.
And she tried to check her swing and couldn't. 2 up here in the third.
To get something that she likes.
Got her on the outside corner. Tennessee, who's had a big third inning all season long.
At what they do. Each one of those pitchers features a different type of pitch.
And Riley Smith goes after that first pitch. And just kind of stuck her bat out and put one into center field for the only Malloy, or in the shade rather, and Malloy's in the sun and center. As Kowalik strikes out looking.
That's something you don't see very often. little bit more comfortable with your spot in the lineup. And it results.
Oh, what a great play.
Oh,
West with a. Each team with one hit. Lair Boutte has the first one, and that ball is hit a bunch and gone. Way up. Sees hits. That one gives the Lady Vols a 1-0 lead.
towering shot off the bat of Lair Boutte to left field, wins.
The Lady Vols have broken this scoreless tie. That was having an incredible season. As that one is popped up to the right side. And the second baseman to right arm.
Make opposing pitchers work.
Lifted to the right side. Ebbs over near the fence. Little snow cone there, but and with 2 outs, here's Mackenzie Donahue. First pitch popped it up. And so Lacatena gets out of it, but not before the Lady Vols take the lead, taking no chances with that 1-run lead, which doesn't seem like a lot. That off-speed pitch on the corner. And boy, you do not do that often. But Rogers. Texas and Oklahoma are a part of the party as Larsing chases, and she goes down swinging. And Rogers is now struck. Rogers 1-2. And the Wildcats go in order in the 4th. Rogers. Am I close?
Sort of.
Okay. That ball is hit a bunch too, to right, back to the wall, and caught right at the top of the fence. That ball's shot back up the middle for a base hit. Only the 3rd of the night for the Lady Vols, but still good enough for a called strike 1. Ebbs again, right there, solid as always. And they're 2 away. Locked in.
Brock and Bro and Allen have kind of been, you have to keep the hands up on it.
Got her swinging. So nothing for the
That was in the email, yeah.
That ball is hit a bunch, right center field. And it's all even. Plays in right field. Now gets it done with the bat as she goes deep for her 4th home run of the year.
Home run to tie this game.
So in the top of the 5th, Kendall Tennell, 28. Check that. And Harrison looks at a called strike.
It's just so pretty.
Into the weeds.
It was a layout about.
Runner goes, and that's an easy steal.
Tobias picked the right pitch. That was a changeup RBI threat in this situation.
That ball stayed upstairs and nearly got by Katsoyanopoulos, but Lyndon Baptiste says new.
It over because there's a ton of room.
And there's Nesby trying to do her thing, and it stays up in the air. Cats leave a couple. You see Malloy hitting .420 with 15 home runs. Boy, and she just missed that. Hey, look who it is. It's Ebbs. You know,
Difference in this game because she took away the home run from Katsoyanopoulos, came right back in and hit Kentucky with the disadvantage.
that ball's hit well to left center, but not well enough. And Nesby comes over. Sometimes when I say things like this, I sometimes regret it. And this will be the 8th pitch of this at bat. And there's the ground out. Tobias across the diamond. And the Vols go, 6 times down at Ole Miss last weekend. But I just can't imagine in this situation. Boy, and got her again. They've gotten her twice tonight. Koffel doesn't like it, but boy, has Rogers done a nice job.
Third time through the lineup, though. you should know what the strike zone is.
That ball popped to the right side. And Gibson has it for out number 2. And now finds herself in a hole 0-2.
Mitchell.
And Mitchell spanks that to left, but there's West perfectly positioned. Nothing going for the Wildcats. We had
Mistake was the ball to Boutte that was hit out for a home run, but she settled back in nicely.
the 7th in Lexington. Lakatena's off-speed pitch to Pooney. And Koffel across the diamond on her first opportunity. Real battle.
Kept the Wildcats in this game.
Ball off the fist to Koffel, and quickly there are 2 down. And here's Koffel. Nice stretch at first base. Koffel got all 3 put out.
Ashley Rogers has made tonight. That ball was centered too much on the plate. Ebbs recognized it.
Got her swinging as she went to the off speed again. Just a Rogers. Oh, she got her again on the inside part of the plate. Oh my gosh, has she been good? Except got her swinging, and when she needed it the most, Ashley Rogers strikes out so far. Not over yet, as Alexia Lakatena comes out for her 8th.
Top to bottom in all 3 facets.
That ball squirted out to right, and it gets down for a base hit.
Margaret Tobias is cheated over to first a little bit, trying to make sure that she can cover first. Push this ball to the left side.
Ball's popped up to the infield. Koffel's underneath it. And that's a big out for Lakatena.
Susan has a little bit of extra room to work at first because of the fact that Brockenbrough.
but I'm a bit flustered because she's 0 for 3, and there's Koffel again in Brockenbrough season. So you think she might be coming on. That ball is lifted to center, and that's going to be trouble, and it falls in for a base hit. Miss Susan makes the turn, but Karen to chase. At first. And she started to go, and Boutte lays down the bunt. What a play. What a play.
Right side, Kentucky not prepared. Watch Harrison come in on this ball. Ebbs is going to, or Tobias rather, is going to set.
Just a well-played game. Neither team has committed. 1-2 pitch is lifted out toward Ebbs, who started in, but now she goes back and hauls it in. And the inning is over, but the
Rogers 11 strikeouts, struck out the side in the bottom of the 7th inning. Lakatena up.
So Blanton, Kowalik, and Nesby. The ball is lifted to left. West is there, and that's out number 1. And there's Kowalik with a base hit back up the middle. And if the Wildcats can stay out of the double play.
Through, she's trying to come down on the top half of that ball and really drive it into the dirt.
Down in the Tennessee pen, and there's the chop to short. They do not get the lead runner. Oh my goodness. At the plate. Popped her up on the first pitch. What a great pitch by Rogers. And the Lady Vols are just one.
There from Warsung, going after a ball up out of the zone as a hitter. It's so hard.
And that is popped up to short center field. Boutte goes back. The center fielder, Malloy, goes. You see her grabbing her left knee. But the catch is made from Riverside, who hit the home run that gave the Vols a 1-run lead. And boy, despite that ending,